Hello, ladies. It's Beth from Be Styled, and it's time for Tipsy Tuesday. Almost didn't make it on today. It's a little bit late, but I am here. It's a dreary, cold day today, and I just feel like crawling under a blanket and reading a book. But it's Tuesday, and my commitment is to be on almost every Tuesday. I try not to miss a Tuesday. So here I am. And to try to get me out of the winter doldrums, I'm talking about spring trends. You're seeing this talk all over the internet, or maybe you aren't. As part of my job, I spend a lot of time researching trends and seeing what's coming, what's going. And I wanted to share kind of a different take on it with you. And that is sort of the overreaching theme that I'm seeing, especially with women over 50 and spring trends, is the number one trend is elevated basics. Meaning those basic classic pieces that you probably already own. I mean, everything here I'm going to show you are things that I'm guessing a lot of you, most of you could go and dig out of your closet. So that's really good news, okay? So, of course, I'm not saying you're not going to go shopping. You know, I love shopping and I love sharing ideas, but you might not need to, and that is just fine, right? But if you are interested in freshening things up, here are some ideas, some things that you're going to be seeing that you might want to consider adding to just freshen up your spring wardrobe, okay? From the start, one of the easiest ways to add a, quote, trending item to your wardrobe is with color. And again, color is very personal. Everyone has colors that they prefer over others. But if you're lucky enough that one of your favorite colors is also one of the trending colors, then pull it out, put it front and center in your closet. And that's my recommendation with all these trends. I'm not telling you to get rid of everything else. I'm just saying you might want to take these things in your closet and build a little mini capsule, which is what we're going to do in the spring style system. Build a capsule front and center in your closet that features these items. Because when it comes to color and with your basics, you're going to want to have your neutral foundations of your essential basics. We're going to talk a lot about that in February, which is coming up this month, right? In a couple days, I mean. And then you're going to want to have a finite number of color accent colors that you're going to choose based on what you love, based on what's trending, and based on what's in your closet, and add those, say 3. Start with 3, maybe 4, maybe 2, depending on how you are with color. Some people prefer neutrals over color. Some people love a whole rainbow of color, which is great. But even though people who love the rainbow of color, which I kind of fall into that camp, and so I used to very much so, I've sort of tightened it up a little bit. Pick 3 or 4 of your favorite colors that are all going to coordinate with those neutral foundational pieces that I harp on all the time, okay? And there's a great way to start your little capsule, okay? But guess what? One of the top trending colors is still red, like true blue red, which some people claim is universally flattering. I'd have to ask the color guru if a true red is in fact universally flattering. It's my favorite shade of red. It reminds me of my mom. My mom was always in red. She loved wearing red. And I used to, and then I kind of got away from it. For a while, red kind of was in the back of the, back of the trend bus, right? We weren't seeing a lot of red years ago. Mary didn't care, though. Classic Mary still wore her red, God bless her. And a lot of very fashionable, especially classic dressers, have always had red in their wardrobes. I'm thinking of my friend Leanna, who's in my groups. I don't know if she's watching, but that's always been, she's a very classic dresser. And red has always been one of her color pops, even before it was a hot color, okay? But red is here. Red is strong, going strong. I have a couple of ideas. This is a kind of an oversized cotton, I think it's cotton. Oh, this is wool, actually. This is a really nice sweater that I got at my son's boutique in Newport that he worked at this winter and last summer. So I got a good discount on it. It's by Holbrook, Sweden. But it's nice and warm and kind of oversized, and it doesn't itch me or anything. This is a lifer. This is one of those lifer sweaters. But I have some other suggestions. I discovered, thanks to some influencer somewhere, if you're familiar with the brand Skims, it's the Kardashian brand, and they make a lot of like layering pieces. They make underwear, and it's this fantastic, stretchy, at least double layer they do bodysuits. They do, this feels like, looks like a bodysuit, but it's long enough that you can tuck it in. It's got a great scoop, or is it a square? This one, I have one that's a scoop, one that's a V. This is a square neck. These are great layering pieces, and I love, and it comes in a true red. All these things are linked in the description box above. But if you prefer a smoother top under your, jackets and cardigans, these are great. And if you're so inclined, you can wear it all by itself too. It's not see-through. It's not exactly what I would call a forgiving top though. It's not skin tight, but it's smooth and it's not flowy, in other words. Okay, but those are great, especially layering pieces, and they don't get wrinkled. They always look nice. They're just nice and smooth. If you're gonna get one, I would recommend either black or white and maybe a color. I think they come in all different colors. I have black, white, and red with simple necklines. They have some really cool necklines. And they're on Amazon. They're Skims knockoff, or you can get the real thing at Skims, probably at Nordstrom. Another red sweater that I did a reel about this last week that I've had I looked at my Amazon orders. I think this goes back at least 5 years. This is a true blue red sweater that, again, it has stood the test of time. It isn't still in pretty darn good shape considering I've had it for so long. It's kind of like a ribbed, I don't know what it's made out of. And it's a boat neck that I can also wear on one shoulder. It's kind of got like the big shapeless, you got to kind of do it a half tuck, but it's another great red sweater. Then Cabby has a lot of red this season, including this adorable cotton, I think it's cotton, jacket that's just, nice length, size down on it. This is an extra small. It's kind of got a boxy shape, but not too much so. You definitely would want to size down on it, but another true blue red. And it's a great fabric that you can wear all spring, summer, and even into the fall. So red, break out the red, ladies. And maybe you don't love true blue. Maybe you prefer like if a warmer red, like a corally red. There's a peachy coral color that's really high. I think it was the Pantone color of the year that might suit you better. Or, burgundy red. I don't know, in spring you might not want to wear burgundy red, and some people just don't like red, in which case, pass. Find the color you do love. Other hot colors this season besides red. That ice blue is still back. What else am I seeing? Yellows are popular. Lavender, seeing a lot of lavender. Olive. But I kind of feel like color is just personal. There's really there's no color you're going to wear that people are going to be like, oh, she's wearing fill in the blank. That's so out of style. Like, what color is out of style? Especially if it's a solid, classic silhouette. It's when you start messing around with the silhouettes or adding a lot of pattern. That's when you can start to look dated. But if you're just going with a solid top in your favorite color, you're good to go. Another hugely classic piece that has been on the list of things we must have since the beginning of time. And I went and bought this because I was told I must have it. And I've only worn it a couple times. It's got to be 15 years old. This was from Banana Republic. I remember the day I bought it, and I had little kids. And that is a classic trench coat. Again, I've probably worn it to a funeral here and there. I probably wore it. I might have still been working when I had it. And it's one of those things that it's not that exciting, but it's good to have in your closet. Now, but the difference is this season, they are trending, meaning you're going to see all the influencers and all the cool girls wearing trench coats, and not necessarily like mine. Mine is sort of short. You're going to see the longer ones that are at least, something below the knee or longer, kind of like the overcoats in winter were. Trench coats, belted, that are kind of flowy. Mango has lots of flowy ones. When I say flowy, like the material isn't quite as crunchy as the traditional, like London fog. But, with your jeans, your sneakers, your white button down, and then you throw on a trench instead of, a jean jacket or another kind of jacket. And it's a very trendy, classic look. There's your oxymoron. The bottom line is all those classic looks are what's trending. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Trench coats being a big one that, doesn't get much more classic than a trench coat, right? Here's another color. I consider it a neutral. It's a great alternative to black, and that is navy. I'm seeing lots and lots of navy. And navy and spring just are great together. This winter, navy was very hot. And wearing navy with black is a great look. I know that's shocking to some of us, but it is very chic as long as you do it intentionally and pull it all together well. Here's just a navy blazer from Cabby. You know, they do a great job. This jacket is from Cabby as well. I mean, they do a great job with jackets. They have jackets that are so well made, great tailoring, which is another thing that you're going to be seeing a lot that comes with that elevated basics is tailoring. And not quite so much the oversized, hugely boxy, you know, men's oversized type jackets. You're going to see a little more tailoring. This is really hard to show, but it has some sort of contrasting fabric at the waist, like with a little crisscross. It's very subtle, but it just kind of nips it in a little bit and gives it some structure and some just great style points. And there are matching pants with this Cabby blazer. But navy, this is another navy piece from Cabby is this, it's called the Genius Jumpsuit. I know a lot of us love jumpsuits, and I always hear, well, Beth, I want to go to the bathroom. And I will say, I love it when, you know, people on Instagram talk about jumpsuits and they'll talk about wearing them to the airport. And I'm thinking to myself, I mean, I'm kind of a fuddy-duddy, I guess, but I'm not wearing a jumpsuit to an airport. Like, I go to the bathroom like on airplanes and you're wearing a jumpsuit. Like, I don't mind wearing a jumpsuit to a party or to a wedding. And, you know, the few times you go to the bathroom, you're in a stall and you got to get undressed and it's a bummer, but you look great, right? At the party. But at the airport, no, I'm not getting undressed at the airport. So this is called the Genius Jumpsuit. It is, it's attached in the front. So it kind of drapes over, and then in the back, it's unattached. So anyway, it's got a nice V-neck. It is wide leg, great fabric, flowy, comes to probably just above my ankle, can be easily hemmed, has pockets, and is great layered under things. It's great dressed up with heels, dressed down with sneakers. Navy is a great neutral for spring and winter and pretty much all the time, summer, all the time. And a great alternative to black. I know a lot of people don't prefer black close to their face, so navy, and you're going to see it everywhere. Remember denim skirts? I have this one. I can't say I've worn it as much as I'd like to, mostly because I got it in the fall and then it got cold, and I haven't really worn it in the winter. But you're going to be seeing the long denim skirts that you may have gotten in the fall. You're going to see those in the spring, and you're also going to see shorter ones. The other thing you're going to see that I'm not showing are really, really, really short skirts. You're going to see women, girls, old, young, wearing incredibly short skirts with stockings, like black, not fully opaque, a little more sheer stockings. That's a huge trend. Really, really short skirts and really, really short shorts. That's not the most wearable trend for a lot of us, but a denim skirt is, and this is a 19-inch, so it's not a mini per se, depending on how tall you are. On me, it comes about this far above my knee. But I've seen petites, I broke my hanger. I've seen petites cut this to make it shorter on them and have a cute frayed edge if you're so inclined. But I love the flat pockets and the seaming and the cool zipper, exposed zipper in the back. Loft also has a mini skirt or a denim skirt similar to this. Problem with theirs is it has like pockets, flat pockets with snaps, flat pockets, lots of stuff going on here, which, you know, I kind of like a sleeker look. So this is the best denim skirt I've seen. Just got it. I love it. Size down on this one too. Mine is a 2, which I'm normally a 4 in most brands. That is from Cabby also. I think it's called the Speedway skirt. All this is linked. Okay, so denim skirts. Denim itself, I'll just say, is pretty much the same trends you've been seeing in the fall and winter are going forward. You're going to see the looser denim. You're going to see, more light wash coming in spring. That's pretty standard. You're going to see less distressing. You're going to see wide leg, flare, crop wide leg, full length. Probably more crop come spring than in the winter you saw, but The other thing you're going to see, which I'm not a fan of, but it can look great on certain figures, is those barrel leg jeans. Does anyone have those? Or your daughters might. They literally are cut like this, like they're, you know, they're fitted at the waist, and the leg goes out like a barrel. Not sure why that's popular, but it's a cool look. I mean, if you're so inclined. Barrel leg jeans. Google it. Okay. Now, pattern. I talked a little bit about pattern. I mean, I'm wearing pattern, a plaid. Pattern is seen more what I call neutral patterns. And I don't mean necessarily neutral because they're neutral colors, but the pattern itself is neutral. You're going to see a lot of polka dots still. You're going to see leopard is back. Leopard kind of took a back seat for a while, and I'm seeing it come back, you know, big time. Coats, blouses, little leopard flats, like slingback, pointy toe flats in leopard are very popular. I'm not seeing things like, you know, chunky big loafers in leopard. It's more like ballet flats, things like that in leopard. Little handbags in leopard, small. So little doses of leopard are back. So you probably had leopard. There was a year, I think it was like around 2016, everything was leopard. I mean, we had a lot of leopard belts and this and that. If you still have them, pull them back out. Okay. But that's considered a neutral pattern. The other really hot neutral pattern that's never gone away is stripes. You're going to see tons of stripes. Cotton striped sweaters. I was on a mission. I try to keep a list in my phone of my wardrobe wants, my things that I really am looking for, not just so to keep me from just willy-nilly shopping. And I had on my list for a long time a good quality cotton striped sweater. I tried tons of them from Amazon, a lot that are posted all over Instagram. Didn't have a lot of luck. They're very long and wide, and you know, they're kind of fun with leggings, but I wanted more of a classic style. So went to my friends at J. Crew and got this one. At first I was worried it would be kind of too short, but it's not. It's a nice, there's a lot of stripe going on here. But it's just a roll neck cotton classic striped sweater. It is ivory and black, but it, you know, and I've actually seen this jacket worn with a striped sweater too. It's pretty fun. Okay. So striped, like your classic Breton striped shirt, you all have. They've never gone out of style, but I think the cotton sweaters are what you're going to see more of, like the lady jackets. Lady jackets? Yeah, you know what I mean. What am I thinking of? Isn't there a TV show called The Lady Jackets? Anyway, the sort of the Chanel-esque shorter jackets with a crew neck and the buttons. J. Crew has a great one. I have seen them on Amazon. I tried the one on Amazon. The buttons on it were so cheap, though. These gold, really cheap buttons that I had to return it. Something like that, I really think you've got to get very good quality. And you might find it at Amazon. You might find a good version of it. But it's that kind of thing. You don't want it to look cheap, because since it is that classic Chanel look, if it looks cheap, it's like, it's going to look even cheaper than it really is. Does that make sense? So for going with things from Amazon that are really inexpensive, you want to go the most simple possible. So when you get involved in details and buttons and gold buttons, Amazon is risky. Try to think about that before you hit add to cart. Another stripe. This is a great way. You get the red and you get the stripe. This is a cute top that's a top seller from Cabby right now. I think it's called the Ringmaster. It's not a hoodie. It's a kind of got like a fun little casual neck. I've actually seen it worn with this jacket. They have cute red pants. I love it with white jeans. They have a great pair of white kick crop jeans. It'd look great with the denim skirt. Love it. So red and white striped. Now, back to a classic basic, the white button down. I still have remember Peach, my favorite old company, Peach. I have a kind of a performance fabric white button down. It's machine wash. It's in the laundry right now. It's in the laundry. Machine wash, no wrinkle. You know who makes one I've heard very similar is Athleta. Does a like stretchy quality machine wash, no iron, white button down. And I think Chico's does too. So if you don't have one of those, that's a good thing to have. You're going to see them be a little more oversized than your typical more fitted white button down, I think it's kind of good to have one of each depending on your style. And you might say, you know, I don't wear a white button down. A lot of women don't like button down shirts, which means cross that off the list too. If you don't like it, you don't have to have it. I was doing a little research on white button down since I know my favorite is not available. It's my one from Peach. And this is from Target. Not Target, it's from Amazon. But I thought it was very good quality, and it's a oversized white shirt. This has not been steamed or ironed. This came out of the little Amazon bag like this, so it's not a wrinkled mess, and it's nice quality. An alternative, if you're not a button-down girl, this is a cabbie, better quality, different styling, more feminine, but still that button-down look. And this is also sort of long. You could wear this with fitted pants, leggings, layer it, wear it under things, wear it on its own. Great with for workwear or play. It's just got the nice round open neck, no collar to mess with, and a little more feminine, but still just a great basic. A white shirt is a great basic. This is definitely white, but I would say it's a little bit of a warmer white than a stark white. This is more of a stark white. This is slightly warm. It's not cream, not quite ivory. It's just not quite as stark. Hard to tell in the video, but for what it's worth. And that's from Cabbie. It also can convert to short sleeves with a button tab on the side. Now, I have one pair of shoes that I've yet to wear, but I've owned them for a couple months, and I am looking forward to wearing them this spring. A shoe trend that I'm getting behind. At first, I was like, no, and now I like them. I think I'm keeping them. Mary Jane's. I couldn't do the completely flat Mary Jane's just because my feet don't like true flats very much unless they're sneakers. Or loafers that have a little bit of a heel. You know what I mean? Like I can't do ballet flats. Sometimes I like, but other times I feel off balance in them for some reason. These are really comfortable. These are naturalizers. And I found out about these from my friend Kim, who I think was watching. Her hugely stylish and adorable daughter found these at, I think, Home Goods or TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx, I mean. So I went and found them on Amazon, naturalizer. They're really comfortable, and I think they're fun. And I think you could wear them with jeans. You could wear them really casually with jeans, or you could wear them to work with, you know, black trousers. You could wear them with the dress. You could wear them anytime you would wear a black ballet flat. You could wear these instead, or a black loafer. You could wear these instead. I've also seen, you know, in the wintertime, you can wear them with like a sheer trouser sock. If you don't want to wear bare feet, like like maybe with a little bit of a pattern in it, sheer, like not opaque, not like a dark black opaque sock, but a sheer black sock, trouser sock, or stocking if you're wearing a dress, would be great with these. And that's another trend that I meant to mention, and that is sheer black stockings. Yes, sheer black stockings. So I'm not talking about the old opaque tights that we used to wear all the time, which you can still wear those, but what you're seeing now more than black opaque tights are black sheer tights. So you can sort of see your skin a little bit. You could get fishnets, you could get pattern, depending on, you know, the look you're going for, but that's a great way to get leg coverage that's going to be still very hip and cool, but not the dark opaque tights and not the skin colored stockings. They're black. And you're also going to see girls in Mary Jane's wearing them with cute little white ankle socks. Knock yourself out. I could never pull that off. But you never know. Maybe you could. It's a look, and I think it looks fantastic, but it's just not me. What else? I think that's all I had. Let me see if anyone has questions. Oh, there's Leanne. I was talking about you, Leanne. I was talking about you and your love of just little pops of red in your wardrobe and how I've always admired that. And Diane has slingback Mary Jane's. So Mary Jane's I've seen in red leather. I mean, in black leather. I have the black patent. I've seen them in red. Love them in red. Just not practical enough for me. I wouldn't get enough use out of them. both with a little heel or flat. You see them with 2 straps is a great look. I'm not a huge fan of the T strap. I like, you know, when it's got a strap up the middle and then straps. I kind of like either just the traditional 1 strap Mary Jane, or the 2 is cool. If you're questioning which Mary Jane is in style, I'd say go to Nordstrom, go to J. Crew, and look at what they're, or Madewell, and look at what they are showing for Mary Janes. And then if that's not in your budget or they don't have your size, at least you know the style to look for, and you can look elsewhere. DSW or Target might even make them. They do great affordable shoes and knockoff trends. I'm trying to think. So now let me just give you a brief rundown on some of the other true trends, like that are going to be fly by night, that, you know, aren't my thing, but just to make you aware. It's good to know what's in style. You're going to see, and if you have long hair, I mean, maybe you could make it work. You're going to see big hair bows. Have you seen that yet? Big hair bows. And I wear a ponytail all the time, and I mean, I guess maybe you could tie a bow around. I'm not saying never, but bows, you know, bows on blouses, bows on dresses, like formal dresses. I've seen a lot of like strapless gowns with a bow as the detail. So very kind of feminine dressing is also on trend, but hair bows is what I was thinking of as being a hot trend that is one of those things that is going to be here today, gone tomorrow. But have fun with it if you like it. Anyone else have any other trends that they've seen? The short shorts are a trend. We talked about the stockings. That's, you know, I'm sure there's others, but I'm tired today. I'm blanking on them. But I'm talking about trends that we're going to wear, ladies, you know. And again, none of these are really what I would even consider trends. They're just things you can take from the back of your closet to the front this spring. Think of it that way. And have fun wearing them if you like it. Okay? So pick your colors, pick your neutrals, pick your 2 or 3, maybe 4 accent colors. I didn't talk a lot about pattern, but maybe you have a pattern blouse and you want to include in your little spring capsule wardrobe, pick a pattern that works with all of your other pieces. I have a pattern blouse to show you. This just came in. You know I'm not a big pattern person, and I can't even show it to you with this jacket on because it'll just, even with the red, it's going to clash. Can't get my jacket off, but picture this blouse without red, with just white or denim or like tan, khaki, off-white. I'm going to stand away from it. It is so pretty. And the details are so pretty. It was the Cherish blouse. It came in black last season. This is from Cabby. And they recreated the same silhouette because it was a sellout. That the Cherish blouse sold out. They recreated it in this gorgeous pattern. And pattern is like artwork. You either like it or you don't. And I personally love this. It has that blue that I love. It has some nice warm colors too. The blue is sort of a cool blue, and the other colors are sort of warm. Just really pretty and feminine and springy and different, right? So maybe add one pattern to your one pattern blouse to your spring wardrobe if you're so inclined. All right, let me just scroll through and see if we have any questions. Yes, Leanne loves her pops of red. Sling Black Mary Janes. Oh, it's so good to see all your faces. Interested in the necklace you're wearing. Oh, having problems finding it in gold. Please advise. Okay. I can't see your name. Oh, it's Della. Hi, Della. So this is brand new. I went to New Jersey last week, and Jamie and I went into New York on a little Flirty Finds shopping mission. That is the business we started together that she now runs. Flirty, FLIRTYFINDS.com, flirtyfinds.com. And this is one of my favorite pieces that we found. It is just, what's nice about it is it has a nice long extender. I think I have it on the longest extender so that I could fit it with my neckline here. But it could be shorter, it could be long. This is about as long as it gets. Anyway, it's simple, but it's impactful and it's modern and easy to wear, and it comes in gold and silver. I think it comes in gold. If Jamie's watching, It does come in gold, I remember. And then I just have on a pair of, these are called Huggy earrings. I don't know if this is a trend. These have been around for a while. And I convinced Jamie that Flirty Finds needed Huggies. A Huggy is an earring that just, it's like one piece. There's no backing. It just goes around your ear and hugs it and snaps closed. And she has these in plain silver. Mine has some CZs on it, and she has them in plain gold. But they're just a nice, I wear these instead of like a diamond stud or a CZ stud. I throw these on and wear them. Easier said than done. I'm not fine. There we go. And wear them, you know, daily. Like, and I'll work out in these. I'll wear them with a substantial necklace or not, because they're dainty, but not too dainty. And it's just a different alternative to my big hoops that, you know, I usually wear. So we are seeing a little less of the big hoops and more of things like this, and smaller, chunky earrings too, thicker earrings. What else do we have? Anyone? Yellow Jackets, the TV, Yellow Jackets. Thank you, Sandra. And that was we had to give up on it. It was too creepy for me. I love creepy shows. I love like disturbing shows. Like I just watched Beef. I talked about that in my group. That was a great show. Disturbing, funny, disturbing. It was, you know, meant to be that. It was, what's the word I'm thinking of? It was, I was an English major. I can't think of the word. What's the word, ladies? When it was, anyway, someone will mention it. Can you get inside my brain? Anyway, Beef was good, but I like disturbing shows, but Yellow Jackets just took disturbing to a whole nother level. I mean, and we were like, we're out. And I heard the finale is coming up, and I was tempted. I kind of want to know how it ends, but I don't want to see how it gets there because it was grueling, let me tell you. If you aren't in the Just Get Dressed Facebook group, it's the free hashtag Just Get Dressed Facebook group. We have a lot of fun in there, and I'll post a link to join. Because one of the things we talk about are shows, and we should talk about books too, but we definitely talk about Netflix shows and like Trader Joe's items and all other kinds of things, fashion related and not. But anyway, I think that's all I have for you. I'm going to go get a cup of something, decaf, since I can't have caffeine, and maybe take a nap. I'm really tired. But it was great chatting with you. If you haven't already gotten dressed today, sorry, I think it's too late. Just stay in your pajamas. Anyway, have a great day, ladies. Bye for now.